up that we're streaming, so like, you know.
All right, we're good. So I'm gonna turn on my camera real quick just so I can show you what Caleb looks like. If you're cool with that. Oh yeah, that's Caleb.
Hold on, I don't even have it open. I'm still.
All good. It's starting to get long.
Fucking YouTube.
Here, let's see what we can get. Let's see if we can get this a little bit brighter to hit you. Oh fuck. Oh, well, fuck, that's not what I want, bitch.
All right.
Well, that's not what I want either.
Alright, you
You
are up
piece of
and
fucking
running.
racist. Oh,
You are up and
oh
running.
fuck, right. It got real bright real quick. All right, there we go.
Well, that's what happens when you're white and you shine lights on yourselves.
Okay, I mean, you can put up if you want. We'll get all up in there. Bring the stick over. All right, we chilling.
Man, there's so many things that I want to cover. There's so much news going on.
For real.
Well, at least one thing that I find extremely important. But like
All right.
it's like I kind of want to get deep into it. So
But it's only 5. If you want to talk to him about the Tourette's thing while you're talking or not.
All right, I have Tourette's. So
You don't have to talk about it.
yeah, I naturally. Yeah, I can't help. So, yeah, I have Tourette's, so you may hear
that's fine.
random ticks and stuff.
Well, it's not fine, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. These little kids, they were looking at me here one day because my Tourette's, and this is when they got like really bad, like the worst it's been. And I was like, I have Tourette's. They're like, is that a disease? I was like, I don't know how we're gonna put simple words, and I wanted them to leave me alone. Like, it's like, yeah, it's a disease. I was like, and it's contagious. they they stopped hanging out with me. I was so happy, dude. They were knowing us back there like 4 years old and shit. But it's like, get the fuck away from me.
Now, I know this is going to sound horrible, you know, like asking a black person if they watch a black streamer, but do you watch Anita?
Who?
I think her name's it's Anita. Um, are you on stream, Landon?
No, I'm not on stream yet. Hold on, give me just a.
Okay.
Fuck. I don't have 2 screens. This is really funny.
Chris.
You shut your mouth. That is
Sweet
We're not gonna talk.
Anita. Sweet Anita is her name.
All right, give us just a second. We're on ads because you're racist ass.
Okay, that's fine. Well, so he doesn't know who Sweet Anita is?
No.
Okay. Just talking while ads are going. She is a streamer who has Tourette's. And like she's just absolutely massive, and she's also like the biggest sweetheart you could like ever see. So
looks like she's got a baddie. So wait.
That's
Oh,
what you're gonna.
she's
Dude, I'm my father's son. Of course I am. Come on now.
Oh yeah, she is definitely very, very pretty.
Everything to use. Every aspect.
Oh yeah.
Used to.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's pull this. All right, we're chilling. Ah, fuck.
But yeah, again, I wasn't trying to like, you know,
That's fine.
make it sound like something bad, but I figured, you know, somebody who is suffering from something might watch somebody else who's successful that is also suffering from that thing.
You watch another streamer like that, don't you? The guy that you're talking about?
Louis Cue Ball? He doesn't stream, but yeah, Louis Cue Ball.
Yeah.
There's he's British. His name's Louis Cue Ball. He has Tourette's, and spreads awareness by he does these tongue twisters, stories and stuff, and just a lot of stuff with his Tourette's. But his Tourette's are a lot more severe than mine, and he just shows them all over YouTube to spread awareness.
Well, and that's kind of what Anita does too. You know,
Kind of just a different platform.
well, I guess I'll keep my big ass over here.
Oh, shit,
She
we're on stream now. Oh fuck.
is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine with it. All right, we're good.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so you was wanting to talk about the Fortnite crap.
He doesn't like Fortnite.
But I don't like it much either. So years ago, there were LGBT was like, "Let us marry, it won't affect us." But now it's being shoved down our throat, literally everything. And this is an example for it. This is practically a kids game, and now there's a character that's trans. That the emote is you switch to a girl, and now there's another character that's based off a trans actor. It's just it's a game. You don't need all the trans people.
Okay, so I don't know everything that's going on because it's not a game that I play. It's not something that I even care about. But I'll address kind of those points separately. So the first thing you said, where it's like the emote is like, so like what the person's like a dude and then they emote and just turn into a chick.
Yeah.
Okay, that I can agree with. That's too far. That's too much. They shouldn't have that. But the whole like getting upset with the whole representation of trans people, like I feel like that's the real problem. You know, because like, should they not have representation?
Not that. It's just I don't know how to explain it. Like it gets shoved down our throat and like everything. But like this is a kids game.
And everything. There's one character on Fortnite.
This is just one example. You got commercials, movies, shows now, and it's all over internet.
Well, that's because that's the hot talking point right now. That's where all the attention is. Okay.
He's not disagreeing with you, but he is disagreeing with you at the same time.
You know, it's kind of like homosexuality in the 80s and 90s. You know, the whole gay thing was shoved down our throats when I was your age in the 90s. You know, and well, I don't want to say that it's shoved down. It was made aware. And that's what it is. It's basically an awareness campaign. But like I asked on Discord, you know, how many of the characters on Fortnite are white or straight?
They don't really tell you if they're straight. I mean, there's quite a few black characters and quite a few white characters. I mean, I mean, hell, even the first skin had like light skin, had a bunch of different versions of females and males that were both light skin.
It was pretty equal
black.
for a while.
Yeah, honestly.
And like it's not the point that there's trans characters in the game that makes me mad. It's a kids game. And I know there's a 9-year-old at my neighborhood whose mother told him he's not a boy and that he is a girl, but he told his mom he doesn't want to be a girl. And his mom is shoving that down his throat. This is what I mean by it's being shoved down our throats. He's 9. And his mom only buys him skirts.
He can have some of my little brother stuff.
Like I asked him, I was like, I said something about him being a boy. I was texting him, I was like, why are you wearing a skirt? He's like, it's the only thing my mom buys. I was like, what? And I was like, but you're a boy. And he's like, actually, I'm non-binary. I was like, do you even know what that means? He knows what that means. So like, yeah, he's educated about that. Okay, but when I asked him why he says he's non-binary, he said that his mother says he's not a boy and that he says he's not a girl. So he said his mom said he's non-binary and he's 9. He shouldn't be caring about that stuff. And now it's in another children's game like Fortnite. I don't remember the name of the skin that's trans. I know Dreamer is the name of one of the skins that's based off a trans actor.
Yeah, from Supergirl.
Yes.
What is the parental rating? Peggy 12?
Uh,
Um,
I
well,
don't
I'm
know.
trying to find. Yeah.
you do the research for you. You're good.
So it's
It'll-
not suitable for people under the age of 12. Okay. So whatever it is that they do, it should be perfectly fine for a 12-year-old. And stop laughing because I said do.
No, I was laughing at something
Oh.
else.
Well, also he does this little thing like
Yeah,
he's
that's my Tourette's.
Oh,
that
well,
like
I figured since I said doo, I'm a giant man child. And
no,
I
dude.
laugh at stupid shit like that, so I figured you were too.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to start with, like, the game is intended for 12 plus. Okay, so it doesn't matter if there's a 9-year-old watching it, it doesn't matter. That's like saying that porn should not be allowed because, a 15-year-old watched it. Well, it's intended for 18 plus, so it doesn't matter. So you can't talk about younger people that are playing it. So this ain't a kid's game; it's a teenager's game.
Yeah, you
Okay.
didn't use the right choice of words.
Um, but it's just about representation. Okay, so like the whole Dreamer thing, uh, that I don't really feel like that it was based
I'm not saying it's
off.
a problem, but I don't know how to explain it. It was mainly just that skin that you literally switch to a female or male, and I'm trying to find the words. Like,
Okay, so that I'll agree with that emote that it is that I'm perfectly fine with that. Like the being upset with that. Like even trans people should be fucking upset with that because like it, it just that just doesn't seem right. Um, but other than that, I really don't think that there should be a problem with it because like equality is a good thing.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of words you're trying to find either, man. I'm trying to think of it, but like, I don't think he has a problem with it as much as he's just like, it shouldn't.
I'm just not coming across how I want to and making it sound worse than it is because I can't find the words.
Yeah, it's more of a like, he just doesn't want kids to be exposed to this kind of stuff that don't really need to know because there are kids. I guess what its rating is and what it is, um, who play it are definitely two different things, and I guess that should count for it. But at the same time, regardless of who's playing it, you have to be discreet and cautious of who actually could be playing it
No,
because
no, that's why those things are put into place. So like should Doom like ease up on their blood and gore and violence in that game because there's a chance that like a 14-year-old might play the game?
fuck, I've played Doom, dude. Like by
No,
13.
but that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see the point you were making. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I guess that really isn't what I was trying to say there. I just think that I don't have a problem with trans like characters. That's fine. That's cool. But I guess that was kind of what Caleb was saying is like the emote is a little bit too far. It's not at that point it's not representation. It's them
Well,
taking something from what people say they are and just trying to make more of a joke out of it. If you could say that, I guess.
oh,
It's like
they do that with everything.
yeah,
Look
but
at Gay Pride.
it's
Look at Gay Pride Month. How many corporations have fucking a rainbow flag? They turn their logo into a rainbow flag. It's all posturing, and a lot of it's just bullshit because they don't give two fucks about that community.
yeah, and I guess that's what I mean, I feel like that was what Caleb was trying to say. Is it's like if you don't care, then don't give these kids like a false representation. I guess like
Well,
a false representation kind of.
so and
Because you
also
can
I don't know exactly how the emote works.
You can switch from the start of the character is male, and you can switch straight to female, and then anytime you want, you can switch right back to male. And
So like I could spam the emo button and just jump back and forth between male and female.
back and forth.
Okay, that I could see being a problem. But if it was
Yeah.
just like, I guess you can call it a one-time trigger, then I wouldn't see that big of a problem with it.
I wouldn't see that as trans because it's just a different variant of that character in the game, but you can just switch as many times as you want.
And the way they were trying to represent it with a trans person, I guess, it's not about what they're trying to represent. It's about the way they went about it. Because the fact that you can just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it gives kids this false representation of
That they can just
change anytime they want back
Right.
and forth, and that's not what trans is. That's not kind of how that works.
Well,
And
and like I said, most video games or most companies, period, are absolutely complete fucking trash when it comes to like actual representation.
Apex they're actually pretty good about it, but the community is not. The Apex community is probably one of the worst gaming communities I've ever met.
Oh, I'll raise you League of Legends.
oh, dude,
I've never played League of Legends, so I'm not gonna say it's not worse.
It's the worst community on the planet.
it's bad. It
But
really is.
What I mean about like with the LGBTQ stuff, because if you know anything about Apex lore, a lot of the characters have something to do with Apex, with LGBTQ, whatever. There's few characters that are lesbian. One of them's pan. One of them's bi. Some of them are gay and stuff like that. And then there's one straight character, and everyone else is like all this gay shit. And like
He was not saying that badly. Twitch, do not cancel us, please.
Well, no, I understand what he's saying, because like trying to say the whole LGBTQIA plus or whatever it is, that just a pain in the ass. So
But like there's one
dang,
straight
dude.
character, and there was an argument for like 3-4 months on her sexuality, and they had to release a whole like post all over the internet saying like this character's straight, and that still sparked a fire because it was homophobic that they had one straight character in the game. I don't discriminate against the individual
I don't
person. That's
see.
gay,
I'm going
trans.
to say that I don't think that they were like people were like homophobic because it was a one straight character. I'm
But
pretty sure it was way more than that.
I don't have two screens. It's really hard to pull up info, but
Well, you don't need my
Yeah.
stream. I mean, you don't really need the stream up right now because I'm not showing anything. Just keep it sidelined.
But like LGBTQ as a whole, they don't go about anything like as well as they could. But the what's it called? The individual person I don't have a problem with. It's the community as itself that's makes everyone else look bad.
Okay, it's not the community.
No.
It's
LGBTQ. Like LGBTQ as a whole, I don't like, but the individual person, okay, I don't mind it because the voice of LGBTQ is mainly those people who are shoving it down throats, or no, I wouldn't say that. That's a little too harsh.
no. You're completely wrong. And let me explain why.
yeah, he tells you that a lot. It's fine.
It's not the LGBTQ community. All they want is equality. That's all that they want. They just want equality.
There's a certain group inside the community, I guess you could say. I think
Now-
that's what he's trying to go about.
Now the representation from mainstream media, from legacy media, from movies, games, all those people, they're absolutely horrid at it because they try to. It almost feels like that they like jokingly pander to it, and
What pander means.
pander, fucking suck up
Attract-
to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck Pander meant, dude. I was tripping. I was like, what the fuck? What? Thought he meant ponder. I was like,
No, no, pander, as in like that they're trying to make that the issue.
attracting. Yeah, I get what you're
Yes,
saying.
and like those are the people that are the problem. Fortnite, or technically it'd be Valve. They're the problem. It's not the LGBT community, because I guarantee that nobody that worked at Valve that was in the LGBT community, especially in the T part for the trans people, like would have approved something like that.
I wasn't blaming the community itself, but like the game creators, Epic Games, like if they were gonna put it in, okay, but the way that they put it in, I don't think was the best that it could be, where you could just whatever you feel like you want to be, that's what you can be. Like I get it, because like you can't just one day wake up, I'm a boy, and then the next day be like, okay, I'm a girl. Like people do that because there's like gender fluid or whatever. There's so much stuff with it now. It's hard to keep track.
I
But
I
like,
agree. And something like that. I actually worked with a person that was like that. And I don't feel like that like I could be wrong and I could just be uneducated about it, but I just feel like that's wrong. Like I don't see how your sexuality or your gender or whatever you want to call it is a light switch.
exactly. That's how they're showing it in Fortnite.
Right. So like I said, I completely agree with that. That's a problem. That part I will agree with.
all right. So, next topic. What do we have up?
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I'm good.
Let me think.
What is your political views?
Mine.
Yeah. Like I know you're
Republican.
young, so
Yeah, but I would say Republican, yes, but I'm not like a whole like fan. I'm not like a whole fanboy of it, like some people are.
Okay, so you're like a Republican, like you're not like a fucking Trumpy ass, like I'm gonna go
I'll
raid.
the stuff, but I'm not gonna like. I wouldn't be. I'm not like a radical Republican.
Okay, so he's more educated on what he needs to call himself than I am, so I'm just gonna let him have the mic. There you go.
I'm not like a radical Republican and give a fuck if you're not Republican, like some people are with it.
well, okay. So let me tell you my political views, and I want to see your reaction. I'm a socialist.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm a Republican socialist. So.
I mean, like I feel like it's like politics, especially at our age, don't mean as much, or shouldn't at least, to an adult, because like at the end of the day, it's not going to affect us as much as it may affect a taxpayer or someone who's working an actual career or working in office, because we're still young. We don't have as many responsibilities that can be affected by who's in office. And so like if you, for instance, if he was Democrat, I'm not gonna bash him for it. But like we may disagree, but I'm not gonna be a complete bitch about it. Because
Right.
like you can disagree. Okay, move on.
Holy shit, Matt. Matt, I think you found a Republican you might a little bit agree with, bro. I'm tripping, dog. Holy shit, bro.
No, I completely agree with it, and I feel the same exact way. Like I'm perfectly fine.
He's never said that to anyone.
Like I'm perfectly fine with somebody having their own opinion on something and whatever. It's just I start having the problem where people try to push their opinion onto others.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll give you a perfect example: abortion rights. Okay, you could be completely against abortion, you could hate abortion, you could think that it's the most disgusting thing ever. But the thing is, with you banning it, not you specifically, but you in general. Um,
He has
you
that problem with me. I'll be like, oh, so me? Just to piss him off.
So with you banning it, you're taking away the choice of other people that may not see it the same as you.
I feel like my opinion, I'm not against it completely, but I'm not completely for it. It's like there's people who are raped and then they're left with that child as a constant reminder of that night or
Yep.
day. But there are also women who just slut themselves out and just get an abortion if they get pregnant.
Is that TOS? Are we allowed to say that?
I don't know. I'm okay with it.
Oh.
But see, the
As
thing
long
is, that doesn't happen very often, though.
I know. Like abortion, I think it depends on how you got pregnant or the age and stuff like that. Like, because if you're like a 16-year-old girl fucking around, yeah, if you can get an abortion. But like, if it becomes an ongoing thing, or like as I was saying, like with rape, like because you get raped and you can get pregnant, and now you're left with that reminder of that time.
Right, but again, it goes to that whole, why do you get to dictate somebody else's choices?
Yes, I think that they should be allowed to have an abortion. If I think abortion should depend on the cause of the pregnancy. Like how I was saying, if a girl is just hoeing around and getting abortions every time they get pregnant because they don't want kids, but they just want to hoe around, that we need to like stop that. But abortion needs to be allowed for those who actually truly need it.
Hey, what's up, DJ?
Holy shit, dude. Matt, I think you found a Republican that agrees with you, dude. I'm scared.
See,
I'm
because
terrified.
like my whole view on abortion is, up until a certain point, anybody should be able to have an abortion for any reason they choose. What that point is, I think, is where the discussion really needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
You
know what I'm
know,
saying? With like a girl that's just going around.
Thank God that was empty.
A girl that's just going around shouldn't be allowed an abortion for every time she gets pregnant because they're not being careful.
why not? But maybe she is, and it's just maybe a medication she's taken is really screwing with her contraception that she's taken, and it's just completely fucking everything up, and she just doesn't know that.
I see what you mean.
You know, so I mean, there's a lot of cases where, and that's why I said, like, anybody, any woman should be able to get an abortion for any reason that she wants up until a certain point. So, say, we'll go with Lindsey Graham's thing right now, 15 weeks. He's a Republican senator from South Carolina, if you don't know who Lindsey Graham is.
I do not, but now I kind of.
So basically, he's saying that up until 15 weeks, anybody can get an abortion for any reason whatsoever. And I do agree with that. And then after 15 weeks, you can only have an abortion for specific reasons. Rape, incest, or viability and life of the mother. Because like if a baby's not viable, there's no point of it staying in the mother for another 25 weeks, for them to say, oh, your baby's going to suffer and die within the next 3 days. And same thing with if it would kill the mother, like she should be able to do whatever she wants with it.
Yes.
And like the talking points that the Republicans are always throwing out is like, they're talking about like late term abortions and stuff like that, and it's like those really don't happen that often, and when they do, it's usually really, really devastating to the mother. Because like if you're 32 weeks pregnant, the odds are you were wanting that baby, right? Like you're not going to drive a car for 32 weeks and then decide, no, I just don't want to buy this no more. You know what I mean? Um, so like,
Unless something's wrong with the car that could affect you.
right, so like her getting that abortion, like that's really, really fucking with her because,
See, like people, how they see abortion is that pro people are like, oh, they should just be allowed to get rid of it, and the people who are not for it are be like, no, that's a life. They need to like focus on the more specific points of it, like you were saying with like they like the what was it? How fuck, can't find words. I can't find words. They did focus on specific points of why they're pregnant or why they need the abortion. Like you were saying, like if it was to hurt the mother, because
yeah,
all people care about right now is if the pro-abortion are like, oh, it's their choice, and then the people who are against it are like, no, that's a
well,
baby.
okay, so there's really no such thing as pro-abortion. There's not many people that are like pro-abortion.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pro-choice. Like you can be anti-abortion, but still support somebody's choice to do something.
Yeah.
Like I'm anti-Republican, but I still think they should have the right to vote. You see what I mean? And I think they're more dangerous than, an abortion is.
Matt thinks all Republicans are Nazis. He does. He swears up and down all Republicans are Nazis. So,
yeah, they are.
Are you a Nazi? Say yes just for the shits and grins.
No, because I think I could get banned for that.
Well, I mean, you and I, we agree on stuff, which we don't agree on everything, which that's impossible to agree on everything with anyone.
Right. Yeah, you could even take two of the most liberal people on the planet, and there's going to be things that they don't agree on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. Where was I going with all that?
He's looking for the character that you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, so we just found the skin. It's in the new Fortnite. So basically, it starts out as a dude, and the emote is he puts on the goggles, and it like takes him through like space and time, kind of like a trance type thing.
A transfer.
A transfer, like if you had DID, like a transfer type thing, and then you can transfer into a girl.
And like you can do that as much as you want.
Oh yeah. Like we just been going back and forth between characters, and you can just every time.
Okay. Oh, I know what I was going to say earlier. While I was getting to that. So you was talking about how you feel like that, like kids like knowing political stuff really isn't all that important.
He thinks it is.
Not. I used wrong words. I don't think that they should be as engaged as some kids are.
See, that I disagree with. I think you guys, especially at your ages now, you guys should be more engaged. And the reason why is because you guys have sway over your parents.
Yeah, it should be mine, not yours. Yeah, we only have these two skins.
So like, what I was thinking, like, because I met my old school, major Republican school. I mean, there was no one that was a Democrat there except like one person, and that was a teacher. But anyways, what I'm saying is, there's kids that are like 9, 10 years old, and they're talking about politics like as if they're complete master on it, when half the stuff they say is wrong.
Well, right, and that's why, like, that's why you guys need to be educated on it. Like, it should be, freshman, sophomore, high school is when you guys start getting introduced to this stuff.
I think you should be educated, but you shouldn't be as engaged.
No, I think you should be really engaged, because if you are engaged, then that means you're going to absorb more information. And like I said, you have the ears of your parents. So you might be able to help sway them one way or the other. Because like, I mean, think of your generation, how, like, do you believe in climate change?
Are you educated on the subject?
I would say educated, but I believe in it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like when you guys become, parents, grandparents, so like in your 40s and 50s, the world is going to be pretty fucked due to climate change. So you guys have the ability to be able to speak up to your parents and be like, look, I know you like this person here, but I'm looking out for my future and I'm looking out for my children's future. So, how about maybe we have a discussion about the problems and maybe I might be able to talk you into, voting for somebody else, somebody that would support, trying to make my life in the future better.
My dad just doesn't vote.
Yeah, my dad doesn't care much though.
Yeah, my dad just doesn't give a fuck. My dad thinks we're gonna be fucked either way, so, which I mean is partly
So there's pros and cons to every president.
right. So what's the point?
Just they may do one thing good, but one thing is most likely gonna go wrong. There's no like actual perfect president. Like even Theodore Roosevelt, he was a pretty good president in my opinion. But I don't know what I've seen. But like he wasn't good at getting rid of those trusts as he promised. Like, and a lot of presidents just promise to promises just for the votes, and then they never hold up to it. And
Well,
'cause there's a lot.
so the whole promises from the president, um, like they're like I am going like basically their promise is like I am going to attempt this thing, but the thing is like you have to have the House and the Senate pass a thing before you can do a thing.
Yeah.
So like, uh just going to pull something random out that I definitely know was not talked about. Like Joe Biden say I want Medicare for all. You know, um like he's like I promise Medicare for all, but like he can't really promise that because if people don't vote on it, the House and the Senate, if they just don't vote on it, then it doesn't matter what his promise is. It's not like he can stroke his pen and it become law. But he
Yeah.
can but the promise is I can fight for it, I can vouch for it, I'm going to push for it to be passed. That's more what the promises are about.
Not me. Yeah, I know what you mean about the promises thing. Like, I don't think- see, like with politics, I think when you're young, you shouldn't be as engaged, but you should be getting educated about that. And then, like you said, with freshman year up is when you should start really knowing about it and like thinking about it, really actually like taking the time to think like what's better, what's worse, like you're saying with freshman year. But like you don't have to be an 8-year-old going full out Trump or full out Biden thinking you know everything.
Oh no, I agree with that.
And like a part of that with the kid doing that is the media and then their parents. Those
It-
are the two
it's
biggest things.
it's mostly
How-
the parents.
Yes. But like those are the biggest things that influence a kid's decision. And it's not even always like the parent, just because the parent likes this, the kid likes this. Like there are kids that just rebel against their parents that they do not like. So they're going to just like what they don't like just for the rebellious part of that. And with the parents, yes, some parents shove it down their throat. Or like maybe not even on purpose. It just how they act. And the kid grows up, sees that, okay, that's normal to me, the kid may think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna be like, so then I'm gonna be like this too. For instance, I have two LGBTQ parents and they have kids, the kids are gonna see that's normal to them. I'm not judging it. That's normal to them, okay. And then like same with politics. Both my parents, okay. Trump parents, okay. And then that's gonna influence me to be pro-Trump, like Republican stuff like that. But in
Well,
the
but
end,
it also depends on like how they talk about it or how much they talk
yes,
about it. And honestly, I think it has more to do with the negativity about politics that they talk about.
yes,
Like for example, like when I said I wanted to see your reaction to me calling myself a socialist, if you were like a diehard Trump supporter, if you were a diehard Republican, like you would have scuffed at me. Like you would have thought that I was trash. Because that's the mindset that they have for a socialist person.
I'm really actually against anything. Like, I'm not against socialism, fascism, communism, capitalism. I'm not against any of it.
Oh
Just
no, you should be against fascism.
yeah, I probably should. Like, fascism was originally just their thing, and then it got a bad name because of Hitler.
Oh no,
But
fascism's always been bad.
I know it's always been bad, but like it got worse because
Right.
Matt, I don't think you've ever agreed with a Republican this much.
but like people see him like, oh, he killed Jews, bad person, but America was not that good during World War II either.
Oh
For
yeah,
instance,
and we weren't good like any other parts of our life. America's always
like
been shitty.
with with Japan,
Mhm.
they attacked Pearl Harbor. Yes, we should have lashed back, but we didn't have to go as extreme as we did. There are still shadows in Japan from our nuclear bomb.
Well, and not only okay, so that one okay, I agree that we never should have used nuclear bombs, but we'll get away from that, saying that it was something that was needed. But like you know that there was concentration camps in the United States for Japanese American citizens.
Uh-huh. While they were waiting to be deported.
Yeah, that is a problem. That is disgusting.
Oh, you know how to build because I'm.
You know, like every president has fucked up one way or another.
I agree.
You just told me you just you really just
Oh yeah.
But I will say that at least in recent history, Democrats have been better than Republicans.
I would say I disagree, but I'm not going to completely agree with it. They both, of course, like I said, pros and cons, and it's also your viewpoint on how you view each individual thing that's going on.
I'm just looking at things as a whole.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Kind of what I'm saying. Everyone is going to have a biased opinion one way or another.
Yeah, but some things are just facts.
Yes.
Like here's the fact. Under over the last like 40 years or something like that, under Democratic control or control of the Democrats, the economy in the USA does better than under Republican control. You know, more jobs are created, more higher wages are paid. Uh, Essentially, the country is better off.
Quote unquote.
Theoretically, yes, but it doesn't
No,
always.
it's actually in practice.
No,
Like,
I know. I'm saying, like, just like with the jobs created, like you said, not everyone's going to go out and get a job. Especially this generation of people. There's so many lazy people in this generation.
no, it's not
Dude.
laziness. It's not laziness. Like,
Well,
is there
Matt,
some
you gotta
lazy?
admit that some of it is just laziness. Like some people just do not want to go out and get a job.
Well, no. Like, okay, so I would say that there is some lazy people, but that's not the problem. It's just people just don't want to go out and fucking, you know, they seen their parents work their ass off and they have nothing in their home because their parents, you know, just didn't get paid enough. And the kids, you know, your generation, you're looking at that like, I don't want to fucking do that. Why would I want to do that? That's horrible. You know, I didn't get to spend time with my parents. My parents didn't have the money to buy me, you know, the things that I wanted or, you know, the things that I even needed. So why the fuck would I want to do that?
Yeah, I see what you mean. But like, there are also people who complain about so many problems, but they don't go out and actually try to do anything about it.
Because sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. I mean,
I mean-
I quite literally do that.
Yeah, but he has a little bit more of an existing circumstance that kind of makes his getting a job is.
Well,
You
no,
have a
I'm just
little bit
talking. I'm just
more-
talking in general.
Oh, well, yeah.
I
he also
complain
just
about
doesn't wanna go
everything
get
and
a
then
minimum wage job.
I
but-
just complain about everything and then don't go do nothing about it.
Oh, okay. That's not what we're talking about. Okay.
Well,
No,
no, I was
I-
just talking that like everything in general.
What I mean about like complaining, like yes, everyone's gonna complain about a lot of things. But what I mean about not changing it is like if you complain that it's not gonna change, and if you have the ability to change it, but you're complaining that it's not changing.
Can you give
Like,
an
Matt,
example?
You really. What?
Can you give an example?
I have some friends that complain about things in their life when they're simple things, and like yes, you can complain about it, but do not complain about it. Like I have friends that complain about their life not changing, and like my friend, for instance, complains about his dad.
Tyler. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He complains about his dad, but every chance he's gotten to actually do something about it, he doesn't take it. Like when his dad was beating him one of the times, he could have called the cops. He chose against it. Yes, of course, it's going to be hard, but in the end, you need to really take time to think what is going to be better for you and not just what you want to do.
Yeah, but there's a lot more to it than like it's not a binary decision.
Yeah, that's
You know, so like he calls the cops and Child Protective Services doesn't actually take him away. Now dad gets
Yeah.
out of jail and he's even more pissed off and he beats you even harder.
like
And
he had a chance to get out and live with his sister at one time, and he chose against it.
yeah, but would his sister provide a home and shelter and everything else that he need? Like there's
Yeah.
a lot of context that, like I said, it's not a binary, yes or no type thing. There's way more context to everything.
Yeah, like of course I don't know the whole situation, but I'm not gonna try to pretend like I do. But like when he had that chance to get away from all of it, he chose not to. But his sister could have provided for him, and they have a house, they have food and jobs. You good?
Bro, I just don't know how to build in this game.
But he had that chance to finally get away from it, maybe even temporarily. Never had to be permanent. I wasn't saying permanent change,
Right.
but he had that chance to change it for a little bit at least.
Well, and there's also that what is it called? I know for like kidnappers and stuff, it's called Stockholm syndrome. There's a name for it in like just regular everyday relationships. I mean, have you ever watched any like talk shows or anything like Jerry Springer or anything like that? Maury Povich.
But I don't pay much attention.
Like I'm sure you've heard have you ever watched Cops?
Yeah, I used to watch that a little bit.
Okay. How many times did you see a woman, like the cops responding to a domestic violence call, and, the woman standing outside, and she's like, no, don't arrest him. I love him. Even though he just, punched her in the face 12 times. There's this, I don't know what the word for it is. But like some people just kind of feel like that's what they deserve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not right. I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm just saying that is something that happens. Because like even if your dad's abusive, like you still love your father because it's your father, and you don't want to leave your father because it's your father. So you have all those things playing on you too. So that's why I said it's more than a binary, call don't call type thing.
Yeah, so like with him, what I'm saying about him, what I was saying about complaining about something you can change. Yeah, maybe the mind thing. I dealt with that actually. My dad and I, we never really got along, and then I had to deal with his verbally and physically abusive girlfriend, and I finally got out of that because I I had time to like collect myself, so to say,
Hmm.
and think of okay, what would be best for me in this situation, and that ended up to be moving with my mom. And but like yeah, in his brain, he may say like, he may really love his dad still, no matter how many times he says he hates him.
Right.
And like I understand that, but at the end of the day, he either needs to talk to someone to help him get into that mindset. Like this would be best for you, even though you may not like it, or he needs to sit and actually think what is going on and what would be best for him.
Well, but even sometimes if people get told like what is best for them, they still don't listen.
Yeah, they won't want to do it
Right.
because I wouldn't say I know why, but like me, I go through a lot too, and this is a big problem with mine, and I'm trying to change it. It's more of a psych thing. I I give out great advice to my friends on like how to handle situations, and then I've gotten better at going to people for help, but that doesn't mean anything because I won't take my own advice.
Right.
What is hypocritical of me, yes. Like it's all like my mindset thing. Like I think it'd be easier for me to do something or move on from something if someone I like trust kind of like explained it to me.
I got you.
Definitely don't listen to anything Landon says.
Yeah.
It will
Oh,
fuck you.
wow.
It will fuck you up.
Matt. You know damn good well I've given you good advice before.
Who, me? You haven't given me good advice. You don't give me any advice.
Uh-huh, right.
You don't.
Keep in mind, I didn't make this man's literally start this podcast. Like, this was an idea, and then one day I'm just like, we're going to start doing this. And I hit him up one day, and he's just like, all right, bet.
Yeah, but I've been playing with the idea for a while, so.
I'm just the only reason it got started.
And you gonna
I'm
be the
into it.
reason I get canceled.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking white supremacist.
Hey, listen.
Quit calling us out. Is there anything else you have to say?
No. I'm really enjoying talking to you. Like I really honestly think more kids should be like you. Like because like you're willing to listen and hear what somebody else is trying to say.
Yeah, like I everyone has bias with
Right.
what they heard first, but I like even me, I have bias. I'm like, okay, I heard this first, this is right to me, but I will take the time to listen to like hear the other side of the story, even if I don't want to.
Right.
And then my decisions after that, even if they don't change, at least I heard the other side.
Right, but you just admitted that you are willing to change. It just may not happen.
Yes, it's not a guarantee, but
You
it's
know,
a possibility.
right. And that's just what this fucking world needs. Like that's what we are really really lacking right now. Like even me, like I am like the most left person you'll meet that you'll probably ever meet.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I probably am. Um but like I can get my mind changed about things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe not too extreme, but like
With
with
me, you're actually listening to what I have to say.
well, like with the abortion thing, like I was always like 20 weeks, like that was my number. But now that like the 15 weeks is coming out, it's like okay, like maybe 15 weeks would be okay. Like as long as like things are still adequate enough for the women. As long as the women say it's okay, then I'm on board with it.
Yeah, and another thing I have about the abortion, if you impregnate a girl and you want that child, it was usually up to the woman. If because like yes, the woman deals with the birth and everything. I understand that, but then you're also robbing that man of the father that he could experience, which I'm not saying is completely wrong, but it's not completely right that they have all the power. But like we need to listen to them and their opinions on it.
Oh, I
Too.
definitely think that the man should be brought into the equation.
Yes.
And I also think that a man should get a say on whether or not he's there. Like
Like
I know that
I,
sounds. Go ahead.
he had a child with his first girlfriend, but they never married. So he had absolutely no right to that child. He has never seen her a day in his life.
Hmm.
And one of the things I hate about it is they were never married and he's not on the birth certificate. So they're not so they say not your child, even though the DNA test even proved it. But the like he has to pay child support still over her, but he doesn't get to see her. He's never talked to her, and he's talked to me about it. He wishes he could. He really does, deep down. But it's just how she was. She had all the power.
Yeah. Child support sucks. Don't ever have kids.
No, me and Caleb's kids gonna be running Fortnite like we are right now.
Yeah.
So
What, we having kids together or separate?
yeah. Uh, see, you're just giving Matt more material.
What, to like make fun of you or some shit? We'll pick that up.
Please,
Yeah, you see.
I know what they do.
Oh, you do?
I don't like them personal, but
No, I'll
oh well.
wait, you already. Wait, actually, yeah, drop me to drop this. I'll be doing this.
So then, like, you guys are saying that you're okay with like gay people adopting?
Yeah, I don't see a problem with it.
Well, because like you were talking about you two having kids together, so it would
Yeah, we
have
were
to
just
be two gay people having kids.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even though we were fucking around, like, yeah, I don't see a problem with
I
gay
know.
people adopting.
No, that
Yeah, I
that
don't
I
see a problem.
completely agree with too.
Like, bro, what's the problem with that?
It goes against God.
Are you a super religious person?
me.
Yes.
Faith, not religion, if that makes sense. Like I have no specific religion, but yes, I believe in God and stuff like that. But I don't practice worship like Christians, Catholics, and
So you're
We
you're
have one of those.
you're more like an agnostic.
I don't know exactly what that is, so I'm not going to agree nor
Uh,
disagree.
basically, agnostic believes that there's a higher power, but like you're not like specifically held to anything.
I guess so, yeah.
Like if you just believe that there's a higher power, and then that was the end of the story, you'd be agnostic. But if you believe that higher power was, God or Jesus, uh, or you believed any of that type of stuff, then you'd have to go to, Christian Catholic side of things.
So you do believe in God, you just don't worship it a bunch.
Yes. Like, I don't have a select religion, but I have faith, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So do you believe that it's God that's the higher power, or do you just believe that there is one? God, okay.
But I grew up with a lot of religious people. Like, they weren't like diehard religious people, but they would worship, they'd go to church, and they okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna be upset with someone's religion. It the only time I get upset with stuff like that is when it's shoved down our throat. For instance, my friend's dad, the abusive one, when he got out of prison, he got super religious, and I was happy for him because he found something. He really like was he really believed in it, and I was like, okay, that's good. Then it got to the point he was really starting to shove it down people's throat. It was all about Christianity, like, okay, yes, Christianity, okay, but it got to the point he was trying to make me read the Bible, and he would get mad whenever I didn't, and then he would write these religious songs and make me listen to them, like, okay, yes, you're right, music, and I would try to explain them, like, I don't like the religious stuff being kind of forced on me.
See, and that's exactly how I feel. Like I'm perfectly fine with somebody being religious. I could care less. Couldn't care less. But like when you start trying to push it on somebody else or you try to make rules for other people based on that, that's when we have a problem.
Yes. Like, I'm all for if you want to change or have a religion. I'm all for that.
Right.
Just the second it's not about you anymore and you want to make everyone like that, that's when it really starts to, when it affects other people in ways that they may not really like drink this.
Completely agree.
Matt, have you ever agreed with a Republican this much?
I don't think he's as Republican as he says he is. I think he.
I believe more Republican views. Like I said, I'm not a diehard Republican.
I think he's a rhino, because his parents are Republican. That's the feeling I'm getting.
Only my mom doesn't give a fuck about it. She thinks it's all stupid. My dad, he's not diehard either. He's just he just hates like Joe Biden. He's not going around like screaming like Joe Biden's horrible. Like
fuck Joe Biden or anything. Fuck Joe Brandon.
Hey, don't be talking about Joe Brandon.
Fuck Joe Brandon.
Don't be talking about Joe Brandon.
Ain't no way give a fuck about that white boy.
But respect the Joe Brandon.
We praise Joe Brandon. Bro, okay, so can I go off topic just a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so me and Tyler and Sam Tyler is the buddy we were talking about, and this other kid Sam. We're all in a social studies class. You know how I said I created a civilization, a society?
Yeah, I read what you wrote. I was going to talk to you about it, so I could have like more information.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So what we really truly like, the higher power, we are Buddhists, okay?
Not Buddhists, not like
Buddha. I know.
Buddha.
I got that.
Yeah.
Buddhists, okay? Okay. So we praise the Buddha.
So then like Amaranth.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Your goddess Amaranth.
And we get buried with our butt cheeks hanging out.
Oh Lord.
We're gonna send that to our teacher.
Oh God, you guys are gonna get in trouble.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's without a doubt.
Tomorrow you need to tell me everyone's thought.
Oh dude, I'll do it. Swear it.
But the reason why I say that you're not really like I think you're gonna be like Landon, where you're like a socialist Republican. Because like, well, here, let me ask you this: what is your feelings towards like Medicare for all?
Do you know
I speak towards towards people who can't afford it should get cheaper, easier access to that. But like, there's a lot of people who can afford it and then take advantage of that. The being able to Is something that like druggies, for instance, can use that in futures. I've met people who use their Medicare and the stimulus checks just for drugs, like with the Medicare thing, like they get those pills that prescribed from a doctor when they don't really need it. I don't know how they do it. I just like because they can't afford drugs and they can't afford Medicare. But with the Medicare health stuff that has happened, they're able to. I really don't care if I think everyone needs to have health insurance because I've been to 2 mental hospitals and I had two $30,000 ambulance bills.
Holy shit! That's how much
God.
an ambulance costs. I'll
Uh-huh.
drive my happy ass in there in my truck.
Did they
Thank you very
transport
much.
did they transport you from a hospital to the mental hospital?
Yes.
Okay. And it was pretty far away, wasn't it?
I went from the Lake of the Ozarks to Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah.
I'll drive my ass there in my truck. I don't care how crazy I am.
Same thing happened to me. I
Oh.
went from Springfield, Missouri to Joplin.
Ooh.
And it was like
That's pretty far.
29 grand.
Yeah, I'm still good. I'll still drive my ass there myself.
But
I don't care how crazy I am. If I got my driver's license and I'm sane enough to drive.
Oh, I wasn't.
Well, Matt, we all know how batshit crazy you are.
I was pretty bad at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, I think you would be kind of like in the same ballpark as Landon. Like
Matt, you want to know what he said? You want to hear what he said?
what?
This guy's got so many ads.
Dude, I have 90 seconds of ad or 3 minutes of ads per hour.
Yeah,
you get 57 minutes of my beautiful self.
I don't know about freaking beautiful, but yourself, yes.
wait, so it's possible I can get more?
Okay, so let me explain the ad system a little bit. So, if you run less than 3 minutes of ads, Twitch gives you, oh fuck me, was it?
Is that a request or a demand?
I think it was 30% ad revenue. If you run 3 minutes of ads or more per hour, they give you 55% ad revenue. Now, I don't know how good you are at math, but 55 way bigger than 30 something.
IQ's 165.
Huh?
My IQ is 165.
Then why are you a Republican?
Uh-huh.
Got him.
Yeah, that was a good one.
No, I was just joking about like
Yeah, no, I'm
being
fine.
smart, like, but
Offensive jokes are hilarious.
but no, like,
He's got the same, Matt. He's got my okay. So he's smarter than me, but he has my sense of humor. I don't know why.
yeah, but that's not saying much though. Smarter than you. That's like saying, hey, I'm smarter than this wall.
Oh shit!
You prick.
You're just going for all those cheap shots right now.
Dude, it's all day with this motherfucker.
All day.
All day.
All day, every day.
Like, dude, it's worse than a Republican wanting his hunt.
But that's why I run so many ads is like I run the bare minimum for the maximum amount of percentage from Twitch. If that made sense.
Yeah.
He does the least for the most.
Yeah.
We're still kids, Matt. You still have to make it kids' terms. Come on, man.
Your. So, you kiss.
I haven't played on PS4 in so long, and I'm about to win a game on this shit. Hold up.
Oh, I forgot you can be pro. These aren't the last people. They're one of the last two, but there's another.
Man, I hope Sean gets on.
Me too.
Because, like, I want to talk about the Ron DeSantis stuff. Let me ask you about that and see what your opinion is. Do you keep up on current news?
Not recently, because it's a whole lot of like, some of it's petty, some of it's important. Yes. When I was in academic team, I kept up on a lot of it because a lot of our questions were current news questions, so I kind of had to stay up on top of it. But this was like last year, so.
Okay. So Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida. I'm going to give you all the information that we absolutely know, and then give you a couple of the like speculations and things that is going on besides that. So what we do absolutely know is he took some Venezuelan migrants from Texas. They were asylum seekers. They've been processed. You know, like they were all intents purposes, legal residents of the United States. Still asylum seekers, but they were legal. They were here legally. He took them, put them on a plane. Well, first he put them on a bus and took them to Florida. Then he put them on a plane and sent them to Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. Martha's Vineyard is a very rich island. Martha's Vineyard is also named after Martha Washington, if that gives you any indication of the significance of it. But he just sent these migrants there. He didn't call ahead, say, hey, we're sending migrants, nothing like that. And the reason why he sent them is because Massachusetts has what are called sanctuary cities, basically cities that are designed to help migrants when they come into the country. And basically he was wanting to pull a political move and try to pull a gotcha and send a bunch of people to a place where they shouldn't be going, so that way he can come back and be like, see how bad it is when all these bad people, get just dropped off at your doorstep like they do for us. But it just
Hey, my mom did that with my dad.
Yeah, when she dropped you off, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Bullshit. Dude, she legit dropped me off with nothing but underwear and a phone that didn't work.
But it really, really backfired because the people of Martha's Vineyard got together, gave them food, clothing, shelter for the night. And like the next day, the governor of Massachusetts, which is also a Republican, transported them to Cape Cod Military Base, which is also in Massachusetts, so that way these people could actually get the real help that they needed. And now Ron DeSantis is claiming, well, see, they deported them less than 24 hours after they arrived. And it's like, no, they didn't deport them. They moved them to a location where they could get the adequate care that they need. Like putting them on an island where like the average home, like, just to give you an idea, the people who own homes there, Obama owns a home there, Biden owns a home there, Oprah owns a home there, the director Spike Lee owns a home there, and a lot of other really, really rich people. So like it's a really rich area, and it's just not set up for migrants. And again, it's a fucking island. I know. God, I wish you knew more about it. Like, I'm trying. Well, I'm trying to do other things and trying to explain that at the same time, and brain doesn't work all that well. But yeah, fuck Ron DeSantis. Yeah, we're having sliders for dinner.
We're gonna be back.
Huh?
I said we'll be back.
Okay. I'm gonna be all alone. All by myself. John, are you on yet? You suck.
Wait for you, dude. Yes, bro. Oh, what's that?
See, I should have ran an ad while you guys were gone. But I would rather wait for you guys to return so that way you can suffer through the ad.
Wait, do you choose when the ad comes?
No. I can manually run ads, but it just runs them automatically every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, there's 90 seconds worth of ads. And like I said, it's just to get as much from Twitch as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Because fuck Jeff Bezos. I mean, I love you, Daddy Bezos. Let me stay on Twitch, please. Please, Daddy Bezos. Daddy Bezos. He's Daddy Bezos when you're sucking up to him.
When you want something.
Yeah.
At any other time.
Yeah, just like when you want something from your real father, you're like, Dad, I love you. What do you want, son?
My dad and I, we've never been good at like the affection some parent and child can do. Like, it even feels weird for us to say that we love each other. Like, we do. But neither one of us grew up with that type of affection. So, like, he didn't grow up with, like, any love from his parents. His dad wasn't around at all. And his mother was a whore and then put him in foster care. And he bounced around growing up. And so he never had that. He's never had like affection and love from his parents. So he doesn't know how to with his child, but he tries. And me, I also don't know how to do that either. Like
It happens.
Yeah.
Man, he got anime titties on his phone.
So he's a weeb?
Kind of.
Kind of. That's fine.
I don't know if we'll get canceled for it.
No, she's close.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you would get throw it on
Shit,
screen.
DJ, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate that.
Matt,
Nice.
you like his wallpaper?
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Do you know Naruto?
Yes.
Well, this is him and her. They end up marrying. Her name's Hinata Hyuga. That's actually my Fortnite skin right there. That's why I have Fortnite.
Hey DJ, did you see my message that I sent you earlier? It would have been, I think it was this morning that I sent it to you.
I wonder if
Or actually, it was yesterday
I'm trying
evening.
to put in this work, bro. I'm trying to put in this work. What?
Here, I'll send it to you on here.
Matt knows what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get that snap from the chat.
What Snapchat?
That Jess
Your girlfriend. You're such a
Dude,
simp.
bro, she's so fine, bro.
What if she wasn't here? In the street?
Bro, then I still say she's fine, bro. I'm a mad flirter. It's not even funny when she's on, dude. It's so bad. I'm a flirt. I don't even mean to be.
You gotta.
That's Sean. He's fucking cool, dude. You and him. Oh my god, dude.
Oh well, damn.
He's from the
I guess while I'm sitting here waiting, um,
Cotton Ford.
do you guys have Humble Bundle over in the UK?
Well, oh, she's asking him, not us. I was like, you're not. What? Bitch, did I move?
Damn,
we went
1,000 hours.
that.
Okay, so I'm going to go through like a list of games on screen. If you see anything that you want, um, just let me know and I will grab it for you and send you the key for it. Um, and hell, if you happen to see a couple games, then let me know and I'll grab it and send it to you, especially since you sub. So, I have like 250 games available. So, Landon, if you happen to see anything or fuck, what was your name, dude?
Caleb.
Caleb, do you have a PC?
No, but I have PlayStation 4.
That doesn't help.
I know.
Uh, but yeah, DJ, if you see anything that you want, just say and I'll send you the key.
He'll log into you. He'll send you the key for it. You can get engagement. So like I said, like if I get new parts, I'll just give you all my food. Fucking build them just for fun.
Now I know you want Battle for Bikini Bottom SpongeBob, but you can't have that. Maybe All Star Brawl, you might be able to have that one if you want, but
bruh, that's my Bikini Bottom. You better piss off. That's mine.
No, I fucked it all up.
Yeah, bet. Okay. Hold on, Matt. We're finna go off screen real quick. We're finna do some dumb shit.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to be bullshitting with DJ here for a minute, getting one of these
Alright, bet.
games or two. Would it be easier if I pulled you into the Discord for this? Oh. All right, so we have all these games. If there's anything that you want to see, like more information on, I can give you more information on it. Will you? Can you join? Is there any way that you can join general voice chat to make this easier? If not, that's fine. I'm just trying to make this more efficient. Because like I know there's a delay between my stream and what you see, so I think Surviving the Aftermath is. Was this made by Paradox too? Or published by Paradox? I don't remember. I wasn't like I wasn't like looking for a conversation or anything. Like I was, more like next, 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 stop that one. Just something very easy for this. Oh God, I don't know if the code will work for you. I hope it will. I was just thinking that you're in the UK, so I guess there's only one way to try or find out, and that's to try. If you like Mass Effect, this is a hell of a deal. You get all 3 Mass Effects. And if it says claimed already, then, uh, it's not like you can claim it.
Unmute. Gonna
I'm back.
throw the screen on real quick.
It's stuff like nice. Weird. You see me? It's something with the. I think it's the LED light. Yeah, I think it's change it to even turn off or change it to white. We better.
Well, one, it's over here, so the lights aren't hitting it all. That's weird. It doesn't like to work when I'm running this game. So, oh well. I'll help you out.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Dude, I fucking personally custom made this bitch. It's fucking Jesus. So this is called Quicksilver. That's its name. It's fucking Quicksilver. So here is where you're gonna put your elbow to chest. You know how to strap maybe? That's good because not a lot of people do. I'm actually kind of surprised.
I was changing gears for daddy's ex girlfriend while driving. And I played a lot of racing games. I never actually had on the racing games. I used them for but I would always find people. You can't drift better while on it. So it's like that. It's like it's that 1, 2, 5. Door. So by the way, reverse is over, push down, go in the second. Sorry. And just regular. It's also third. You're saying.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, you just got.
I think I might have almost 300 games now. Like, I can't even give them away on Twitch, for fuck's sakes.
You can sit down. I'm just steering simulation traction control on. Accept.
Middle one break or
Middle one's brave. This far left is clutch. Yeah,
I know
actually,
there's so many, and like just trying to go off of a picture is kind of difficult. So I'm going to assume that you like strategy games, correct? Since you're a Paradox fan.
There you go. Down on the shifter itself.
You can have golf with friends and feel depressed about not having any friends to play golf with. Haha, just joking. Just joking.
Thing has got a lot of horses.
go up. Trying to keep it steady, maybe 50. And then
Just shifted in the
yeah, I got my clip. Steady. Oh shit. Play like DT.
Landon, have you ever played Grid?
What?
Have you ever played Grid?
I played Grid too.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I was just asking because I'm looking through the games and the game's available on here, so.
No, turn. Why is it going? Oh,
June.
you weren't there. Oh wait.
And I'm pretty sure all these are claimed.
It's
Yep.
straight down sec. Straight down. So yeah, I did that. I mean, straight to fourth. Sticking right over. And I did it again. I've never actually used one like this. I'm used to using a controller.
See, that's how I am. I pretty much like all genres too. I definitely have my genres that I care about the most. Like survival. I really like survival games. But I'll play just about anything.
Oh, that's what instead of one time.
Shit in the 6. You have to check the 11. You know?
Landon, don't forget tomorrow to get Arc.
All right. Sure about you.
I don't know if you bug out and I try to open it.
Check, please. Go keep your eye on.
Yeah, I know. I looked at you.
Hey, the steering and what's.
So this is August. Here is September's. All right, we'll start September. Here's September 2022.
Still sold. Why do you want me to go to third gear?
That was much sport, but it won't spin you on.
Just let me know when next.
You won't spin. You'll hit something before you spin.
Yeah, I feel awesome.
Do you like how Sean was like, "Hey, I'll be there in a minute," and he said that fucking 15 minutes ago?
I got my buddy racing.
Oh, speak of the devil, and he fucking arrives.
I'm sorry, guys. I got stuck on Omegle. I was talking to this guy from Wales who's like incredibly clued up on like Welsh history, Welsh law, Welsh culture. Unbelievable, like unbelievable conversation I just had. And I told him, I was like, listen, like I cannot wait for you to speak to my podcast members because they will be thrilled listening to you.
Well, that's fourth gear. We're in fourth.
Yeah, but I don't care. You can stay. You just wasted.
How are we doing?
We're doing all right. I got my buddy Caleb here, so he's been sitting in. Him and Matt had a really good talk. He's a sort of kind of, I wouldn't say socialist Republican, but he kind of is more so Republican, and they had a really good talk.
He's open-minded Republican.
Okay. I'm kind of shocked at the fact that Landon has friends.
Burn.
Two shots. It's okay. Shot.
I'm joking, bro.
Here, I'll show you what Sean looks like. I'll show you what Pepe.
I'm only joking, bro. Oh, what a day. Okay, yeah. Fuck me.
So when's that person going to come join us?
So he lives in India and he's actually 4.5 hours ahead of me. I said that we would schedule a time, but he's more than happy to talk to you. We were gonna, I gave him talking about like healthcare, religion, abortion. Obviously, this person wanted to drop abortion from the agenda. Speak on it now. Don't know what the fuck that means. But we said that we would definitely schedule a time, especially for him to talk, because again, he's 4 hours ahead of me. You're 6 hours behind me, which means he's 10 hours ahead of you. So it's going to be a bit of an awkward one, but yeah. But it's not just that though. There are other people that I've got to talk as well. Like I said, so this guy that I was just speaking to, his name is Yayan. That's a very, very Welsh name. Like you want to know a lot about UK politics and how it works, right? And my country, Wales. This guy is like a plethora.
Good choice.
He's like a fucking encyclopedia of just Welsh knowledge. It's unbelievable. There are things that he was telling me that I've never heard of. You know what I mean? And I came out of a conversation being so proud to be Welsh. It was incredible, And I asked him would he be willing to speak to you guys to teach you a little bit about why Wales is an amazing place and why I'm proud to be Welsh in a much more articulate way than I could ever do it. And he was happy to do it. I was speaking to a girl earlier who I've got to, who said that she would be happy to oppose Jess because she's around about the same age, but have different, very different views. I'd like to see that go down. And there's someone that I found who agrees with everything that you agree with, Matt. However, he likes Andrew Tate, and he actually made some very good points on why Andrew Tate should be around. And
Why
I
he should be a what?
Conversation with you about it. Sorry.
You cut out. We said Andrew Tate should be, and then you cut out.
As to why he thinks Andrew Tate should be around and is important. Not necessarily Andrew Tate, but the kind of the things that he says. And it actually sounded quite good to me. And I asked him if he would want to speak on stream and have a conversation with you about it. So I've been trying to find as much people as we can to get as much engagement as we can. So I just don't think Twitter is the place to do it because Omegle, you're straight away in conversation, and it's not just you. I don't want to find people just to oppose you. I want people to oppose Jess too.
Right.
Again, the more engagement we can get, the bigger we can get. I just thought the better it would be, and I've got potential people just lined up and ready. But yeah, we can discuss that as to when you want.
Yeah, I mean, whenever. Oh, it worked?
Okay, good.
Awesome.
But as far as I'm aware, we're moving in the right direction when it comes to people. Absolutely moving in the right direction. So what have we discussed so far?
Oh Lord. Oh
Hello?
Lord.
Static. You got some static going on there.
What's up?
Oh, what the fuck? I'm so sorry.
Wow.
You're fine. You're fine.
Is it still like staticky?
No, you're good.
Okay. Oh my god.
Hey Jess.
I mean, it is a
found-
little bit, but nothing to
I
worry
found
about.
I found a girl
Oh, please.
around about your age who opposes some of your views and is very respectful about it, just like you know, very nice person. And I thought
Oh my
maybe
God,
you could
bro.
set up a conversation between you guys.
You know what's worse than getting destroyed by like someone older than you? Getting destroyed by someone who's your age and like the same gender as you. That's total humiliation.
Oh no, it's not. I don't think you'll get destroyed. It's more, you know, it's an
Bro,
opinionated thing.
I will literally get destroyed, trust me.
No, I don't think that's how conversations are. Is getting destroyed. Like, if you're debating point scoring, then yeah, probably. But when we were having the conversations, we weren't talking facts and figures. We were just talking all opinion. And
Yeah.
it was quite interesting. And I thought absolutely, like this would be a great encounter, like between you two, because you're very respectful, she's very respectful, but you're on opposite
Are you
ends of the
doing it today?
political spectrum. No, we won't do it today. No,
Okay,
I'll
'cause,
probably get
oh
it
my
set up by
God.
tomorrow. I'll get it set
Yeah.
up by tomorrow if you
I-
want.
if you want, I can help prepare you for it. I can give you some prep.
Yeah, please. please.
No, because you'll give me
I
socialist preps, and then you'll come over as an accidentally
I
based
cannot
Dude,
do-
dude, if I wanted to be a
Okay, you're right,
Republican,
never mind.
if I wanted to be a Republican, I would be an absolutely fucking amazing Republican.
Please become a Republican.
AKA
No.
Caleb.
Literally, please do. We
No.
need people.
I know you
We
guys
need
do.
people.
We got
Okay,
another
most
Republican in the chat.
people who consider themselves like Republican, like openly online, they're fucking Nazis deep inside.
Ah,
Like,
thank you,
know
thank
what
you
I'm
so
talking
much
about.
for saying that.
Okay,
Landa,
but
did you
they're
hear
not
what she
real
said?
Republicans.
Hold on.
They're real
Let me
Republicans.
turn you guys up a bit. Hold on. Because I want Caleb to hear you. Andrew, so, okay, so Jess, we have
What
a
the
friend here.
fuck?
So Jess,
Yeah.
we have a friend here. One of my buddies, his name's Caleb. He's a Republican too. Somehow him and Matt
Oh,
agree on
hell
things.
yeah. Really? Where is he?
I'm here.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's with,
Yeah, he's in my house right now at the moment.
alright.
Him and Landon are spooning.
Yes, we were.
Basically,
Spooning, really?
No.
Landon was a little spoon too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, I could see that.
he was having his hair
No.
painted, not tickled.
Yo! I thought we were all cool and we were all friends. What happened?
Can we just talk about the fact
I
that like
don't like
back
gay
tickling
people.
is absolutely like god tier relaxation?
That what is?
A back tickle, like when you have someone like running their finger gently like across your back, like
Yeah, no.
specifically women with like long nails. Oh, I could die,
What the fuck are you on about?
dude. Have you never done? Oh no, of course you've never done that.
No, I
Um,
haven't.
Dude, oh my god, oh my, it's amazing. My fiance used to do it to me all the time. She would like, okay, so she'd have long nails on, and she would gently like run her fingernails like across my back, and it was like a tickle. Oh my god, it was just something else.
I think long nails are like really ghetto. I don't get them. 'Cause they're
Well,
ghetto.
I don't know about being ghetto, but I think they're like ugly and stupid.
Yeah, they are ugly. They're cheap. So I'm growing my own.
Well,
Good.
I didn't say like fake long nails. I just had long nails. As long as
Oh,
they're
okay.
long,
Okay.
then cool. It's just so nice. Just have it done to you. I promise you, you'll love it.
No
It's a
thanks.
girly
I'm
thing.
gonna be spooning a girl.
I didn't say you have to spoon a girl. Get a guy to do it.
Do guys
Listen,
have long
just
nails?
listen.
Yeah.
Go and get your back tickled and then repent. It's okay.
No.
I promise you, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Oh, you know what I made in art at school? Holy shit, I made the ugliest fucking cross you've ever seen. And I was
Jesus would
broken.
be upset.
I made that at school. It's so ugly. It is so ugly. Like, I don't even want to hang it up.
Jesus is mad at you.
Show us.
Like, okay, so can I ask a question? And like,
What?
serious question.
What's up?
How do you fuck up a cross?
Listen, oh my god, this is like the first time I worked a drill, and I didn't know how to use it. Like, I thought you could put like, you know those screw things? Okay, let me show you. Actually. I didn't use like a ruler or anything. This was like pure like using my eyes. So you know one of these like screw things right here?
Yeah.
I thought you could put this inside a drill. Like I thought you could screw it inside a drill and then like push it in. And now it like popped out of the other side. And it's uneven, as you can see. So never touching a drill again.
A for effort.
Guys, we should be so proud of her.
Jesus
Well done, Jeff. Well done.
I got 80
Well
on it.
done.
You got an. Oh man, that was such a sympathy fucking bee. Oh lord.
I think it's because it's Jesus.
It was a
He's
sympathy
giving
bee.
sympathy points. Yeah.
The teacher's like, oh fuck. I can't fail this poor girl. It would absolutely destroy her. I can't fail her.
The teacher was looking at the cross and was like, what would Jesus do?
Nobody else made a cross. It was just me. Everyone else was like bullshit. Bull crap. Oh, are you guys going to the fair? Fairgrounds? I imagine like every state has like a fair.
Yeah.
County, I think. I don't want to go.
Maybe not every county. I would say a lot of them do though.
I want to go to the rodeo.
That sounds boring.
Oh my god. Fuck you.
So did you do any research?
Huh?
Did you do any research?
On what? DeSantis?
Yes.
DeSantis is literally my god.
Oh
I
god.
love him. So I don't think like
Yeah, he's gonna get arrested.
he's not gonna get arrested.
Oh, yes he is.
They're immigrants. Who's gonna defend them? Okay, I don't hate the immigrants, but like I don't really support immigration.
A lot of people are going to defend them.
Yeah, libtards.
Matt.
Even Republicans.
Oh fuck no, they're not real Republicans.
Oh, so a Republican is only somebody who agrees with, hating the brown people, right?
No, it's not brown people. It's just like immigrants.
Hey, Caleb doesn't hate brown people.
What's wrong with immigrants?
Illegal immigrants. I mean.
Who's an illegal immigrant?
Republicans
Mostly I
don't
don't
hate
understand.
brown people. We also hate blacks. Get it right.
You can't say things like that.
Matt, so guess what Caleb said?
What?
Caleb said she went for that extra credit.
Oh my god. I'm gonna hang it up soon. Soon enough.
You didn't get it.
Back.
No, from like what I saw, like most of the people on the island were illegal immigrants.
That is 100% incorrect.
What do you mean?
It was 100% incorrect.
Upstairs. Do you have like something I can read about it, like a source I can use?
Are you going to trust it, or are you just going to call it fake news when I send it?
As long as it's like not from CNN or Fox News, I don't care.
But what does it matter where it's from if the information is correct?
No, if both of them are left leaning.
Fox News is left leaning?
Well, yeah, they're libtards.
Oh my god.
Fox News is literally like number one Republican. What are you talking about?
Republicans in disguise. I don't even want to say the word.
Is it?
Yes.
You know who they work for? Oh.
I'm so confused.
You won't
I
get
mean, I am dumbfounded.
it. You won't get it. You literally will not get this.
You're the only person I have ever known, ever in the history of man.
No, it's also other people. Trust.
I trust what you're saying. I've just never heard them, so it must be a minority.
Yeah, I am a minority.
I mean, I don't know what to say,
Guess
man.
what though?
Leave that
I
to
love
you.
minorities.
You are?
Huh?
What did you say?
I love minorities.
Do you though?
I am literally. Do you see me? Do you see my skin color? I'm literally a minority myself.
Skin color means nothing. I'm white and hate white people. Kidding.
You're not a minority. You're not a minority.
We
Stop
will be
trying to
soon.
be.
We will be soon.
Yeah, we're already oppressed.
That's facts. That's literally facts.
Oh, we are far from oppressed, brother.
We are oppressed.
Okay.
Preserve your race, guys.
White men are oppressed by feminists.
Okay, so I'll give you a quick rundown of the whole DeSantis thing. Okay. I just hope that you trust. Will you trust me?
Yeah, I trust you.
Okay. I really do appreciate that.
I trust you.
Okay. So I'll only give information that we know is like for a fact. Okay, not
Okay.
information that is speculated or anything like that. Just stuff we know
Okay.
is for fact. Ron DeSantis took 50 people from, I think it was San Antonio, Texas. They were asylum seekers from Venezuela. They were already processed in the United States.
Mhm.
So that means that they were already, basically, like, legal.
Yeah.
He took them and then he put them on a bus to Florida, and then he chartered a flight to Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts.
Where were they supposed to go?
Do what?
Where were they supposed to go?
Who, the immigrants?
Yeah.
Well, that's where we start getting into speculation.
I read a source. They said they were supposed to go to Boston.
So there's reports that basically they were lied to, saying that they were going to be sent to Boston, where jobs and housing and like all their basic needs.
Wait, but isn't Martha's Island really nice?
It is extremely nice.
To get on that. This and
Oh.
like
She lagged out.
all the time like that. While also
Did you hear what I said?
No. I heard that Martha's nice,
township.
Yeah. Okay.
and she's gone. She just vanished.
And you shift back up at the end of you'll lose speed if you try to stay at the gear.
Is someone disconnecting me?
No.
Yes.
I swear to God, I got disconnected like 3 times in a row.
God, quit it.
Okay, yes, Martha Vineyard is a beautiful island,
Yeah.
and like it's full of rich people.
And there's a lot of housing.
No, there is not a lot of housing.
There is a lot of housing.
There is not a lot of housing.
I have 3 whole mansions from what I saw.
Say that again?
I have 3 whole mansions.
But they're not empty.
So why were they sent to Martha's Island?
They were sent to Martha's Vineyard as a political stunt.
Why? What's the
Um,
point?
So again, this is going into speculation. So what they think Ron DeSantis was doing is he was wanting to send a bunch of migrants to a place that like wasn't ready for them,
Yeah.
and in hopes of that place being like, oh, what are these migrants doing, and then like shipping them off as quickly as possible. But it backfired because the people of Martha's Vineyard stood together, gave them food, gave them shelter, gave them needs that they needed.
Mhm.
And then the Republican governor of Massachusetts, the next day, shipped them to Cape Cod, Massachusetts, where they actually have the resources in place to help people like these refugees.
If they got shipped to a place with like a lot of resources, I don't see the problem.
But they didn't get shipped to a place with the resources that they need.
But you said Cape Cod has the resources that they
Yeah,
need.
yeah, the next day. Okay, so here's what happened. DeSantis just sent them and never phone called ahead.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
What?
what? No, continue.
No, what was you gonna say?
Continue.
No, I want to know what you have to say.
No, I don't have to say anything yet. But what
Oh.
were you gonna say?
So he sent them and didn't call ahead saying, "Hey, there's 50 migrants coming." And he sent them to a place where, like, they shouldn't have been sent. And now they're claiming that they were illegal immigrants, which they were not.
How do you know that they weren't?
Because we've seen that they've been processed, and we know they're migrants from Venezuela. And Venezuelan migrants, they have an extra special amnesty
Why?
because they're coming from a socialist nation, and that's just how we do things.
Socialist nation who's in ruins.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with socialism.
Okay, sure.
No, but
they could
the
be-
U.S.
they
government
could
tries to
be-
do something like that. Just like another group of people that have a special amnesty clause is people from Cuba, and it's because Cuba is communist.
They could be illegal immigrants. You never know.
No, they are not.
And if
They
are
quite
illegal
literally are
immigrants, I
not.
have no sympathy for them whatsoever.
So what is your opinion on it?
I don't know if they're illegal immigrants. They could
They're not.
Be.
They're not.
They could be. They potentially could be.
Okay. Say they are legal immigrants.
Yeah, then I have no sympathy for them.
You have no
See, I
sympathy
have
for them.
A little sympathy, but not that much. Not for someone who's like an actual immigrant with documentation to support that.
Okay, let's talk about the more important thing then. What about Ron DeSantis? Would that be considered human trafficking? No. This is extremely important. That's not human
No,
trafficking.
that's not human trafficking.
Taking illegals from one point and putting them into another place. That's not human trafficking?
You just said that people from Venezuela have special treatment.
Okay, but you're ignoring that and you're still calling them illegal.
Okay, and
Okay.
they could be illegal. They could be coming from Venezuela, right?
They are all from Venezuela. They are all
Yeah.
asylum seekers. They have all been processed.
Why can't they go to Mexico instead? I heard Mexico's doing just fine after COVID.
Because they wanted to come to America.
Why?
Because that's
They
what
don't
they
even
fucking
speak
choose.
English.
It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter
They
why.
probably do not even speak English.
So?
Mexican people can speak Spanish, like Venezuelans. Why don't they go to Mexico instead? What's wrong with Mexico?
Those aren't the same languages.
They're not? What do Venezuelan people speak?
Venezuelans.
Even if it's Spanish, there's different dialects for each language.
Right.
I love my smart white boy. Yes.
Classify as
What language? I know a little bit of Spanish.
You heard your folks.
They literally speak Spanish.
But it's not Mexican
Different
Spanish.
dialects.
For instance, Americans and British people, both English, different dialects.
But I can still.
Ours is the
understand
right
British people.
dialect.
I can still understand Sean.
Okay, but like the Spanish, there's going to be similarities with different words for how they describe different things. Like
Like Sean describes. Sean, what do you call fucking French fries? French fries. What do you call French fries? There's French fries?
Chips.
He asked me what I.
Or fucking Sean, what's I forget. He says them a bunch, but like
Crisps.
crisps. You'll call freaking chips crisps, won't you?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I will.
Yeah. Or like when I say bud, like that's my buddy. Sean will be like that's my mate, but it means the same thing.
But with the dialect, English, the other Englishes are so close in the language that it's different. It's still a different dialect, but can still be understood by someone who is not British English or American English, which is why other different Spanish can understand some, but not all. And you have to take into consideration.
But they can't even like understand English.
They don't
It's
need to understand
impossible
English. If
to
they're
learn.
going to Mexico, then they need to understand Spanish. But they can't
Yeah, that's what I
understand.
said. That's what I said. Why can't they go to Mexico instead?
You don't let me finish either.
Yeah, I know. She put us both on.
Because
fine.
we're more equipped for it.
Yeah, because we have more translators. Also,
We have more
even if they
resources.
did want to go to Mexico, still different dialects.
That's why you guys are vanishing.
What guys?
What's not
You.
White
All
people?
three
Who
of
cares? I don't care.
Why don't you care?
Why do I care about the
Isn't it
white
important
race?
to, like-
Why do I care about the white race?
Hey,
Because we're white?
So
fans? I don't care.
Bro, even I care about my race.
She just did. That's what she just did.
then what is your race?
I'm brown, Romanian. I want to preserve my bloodline. I want to keep it
Okay,
how?
Romanian is a nationality.
because my
You won't have sex
genes,
with any men.
I'm genetically more stronger than you.
You're a Romanian cowboy, so.
I can assure you, you're not stronger than me.
Yes, I am.
You're absolutely not stronger than me.
I went to the gym today and I squatted like what? 140
Oh, bless you.
reps, 140, 5 sets. Can you do
No,
that?
I'll tell you what.
I'm pretty sure my
50-50.
maximum squat was almost 300 pounds. And I'm 15.
My maximum squat is 3 times my weight. 270.
Okay, 270. So she's 30 pounds less than me, roughly, give or take.
Could you squat me?
25.
Do you think, Jess, do you think that you could squat me?
How much do you weigh?
Okay. Okay, I don't know in pounds, we use stone.
80
I'm
pounds?
13 stone.
80
No, I'm
pounds?
13 stone. No, I'm 13.
80 pounds? Bro, I am 90.
No, I didn't say 80 pounds. I said we don't use pounds. We use stone, and I'm 13 stone. 13. So translate that to pounds, and that's what I am.
182.
You hold up.
182.
182.
Yeah, I could easily.
You think you could squat me?
Yeah, easily.
John, I could squat you easily.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, but dude, she's like 5'1". Like you're 6 foot. Like I'd understand it at that point. She's
Wait,
5'1".
But that doesn't like change anything. Just
Yeah,
like-
you're
I
talking.
think we can
That's
associate-
physical strength. That has nothing to do with genetics.
Yeah, it does.
And even so, I could squat you too. So I don't know where I was going with that.
Okay, then when I was roughly your age, I was able to squat 3 of Sean. So therefore, my genetics are better
Yeah,
than
but
yours.
You're bigger than me.
So that means my
And you're
genetics are better,
you're a
right?
man. You're a man. I'm a woman, right? And I weigh 90 pounds. So just being able to squat 3 times my weight is a lot.
You
Yeah,
can't
and that's
say
awesome.
Women aren't as strong as men. You
But see-
misogynist.
But see, here's the thing. Nobody on this planet has better genetics than others.
Me, my genes do.
Now you specifically, you might have better genes than somebody else, but it's not because of your race. It's because of the family tree and the diversity of genetics that you've received.
No, it's because my parents did not race mix.
Actually, that's not true, Matt.
Holy fuck, can you shut up? Sorry. I think there's someone at the door.
Improved genetics across different nations is a thing, Matt. So you want me to give you an example?
Yeah.
Welsh people have bigger dicks than everyone else.